Immigration fraud and its consequences on one's immigration history. This is the topic we'll be discussing today. Welcome, guys. On today's episode, we would look at what is immigration fraud, its impacts and consequences on one's immigration history, how to protect oneself from immigration fraud. Imagine spending years building your future abroad, only to have it crumble overnight. Immigration fraud isn't just a mistake, it's a life-altering decision. What is immigration fraud? This is any deliberate deception to gain legal status. Common examples of immigration fraud that we can all relate to. One is fake marriages to get resident status. Another one that we can easily look to is forged documents, making use of forged documents in visa applications. Another one we can also easily pick off is lying on application forms for visa processes. These are forms of deliberate immigration fraud that people perpetuate. Immediate consequences of immigration fraud. Getting caught for immigration fraud triggers a domino effect, and the following are some of the effects that one can encounter. First is deportation. Immigration fraud can lead to one getting immediately removed from the country upon discovering the deception or fraud. Another one is a ban. One who is caught for immigration fraud can be liable to a ban of up to 5 to 10 years, depending on the immigration office. Another domino effect that immigration fraud can trigger is revocation of status. So, for example, if one already has a certain status in a country, being caught for immigration fraud or being discovered by the immigration office can lead to revocation of such status. And the last domino effect that usually is triggered by immigration fraud is criminal charges. Dependent on what or how much the deception is being viewed by the Home Office, criminal charges can be brought on to anybody who is found guilty of immigration fraud, and this can leave a permanent stain on one's criminal history in such countries. What are the long-term impacts of immigration fraud? It's key to note that immigration fraud stains your immigration history forever. Now, some of the long-term impacts that comes to fore is global blacklisting. Due to the fact that countries in this time and age share information and data, it's easy for one who has been found culpable of immigration fraud to have or to be globally blacklisted by countries that share information. Another long-term effect of immigration fraud is future applications. A person who has been found wanting in relation to immigration fraud, this would impact future applications to such countries or to even other countries that share information, like I earlier stated, because you would need to come clean, and it will also raise their doubts as regards your genuine intentions for coming into their country. Loss of trust. For future events, if such a person wants to go into other countries for other purposes such as job or any other purpose, during the background check, it raises questions as to the trust of such a person due to their previous immigration history. So employers and thereabouts would have concern as it relates to the ability to trust this applicant. Career run. For professional persons that engage in immigration fraud, it leaves a dent on their career professionally, and it also questions their integrity as a professional. We've discussed what immigration fraud is, the immediate and long-term consequences of immigration fraud, and now we'll be looking at how to protect yourself from immigration fraud. They're quite simple, and I think the first thing to do is to be honest. Whenever it is you're trying to apply and it relates to immigration, you need to be honest about past mistakes, current circumstances, and be upfront about this in your application. Another step, which is paramount in protecting yourself from immigration fraud, is to report fraud. What does this mean? If you've been a victim of an immigration scam by virtue of fake work employers and stuff like that, it would be in your own interest to come out with same and report such activities to the relevant authorities in your home country or whenever it is the scam occurred. So you can have this on record that truly you went or you were the victim of an immigration scam or a scam. So this doesn't dent your immigration history. When you tend to try to be honest and upfront about it, you have documentary evidence to put forward in support of your claim. Stay informed. I think this does not have much explanation to do. For any immigration step or journey you're trying to take, one of the best ways to protect yourself from immigration scam is to stay informed about the changes, the principle, and the pathways guiding the immigration in the country in which you're trying to work on. And lastly, consult experts. This is so key. Consulting an expert in immigration would save you trouble from being played with by scammers in this regard. Your immigration journey is a marathon and not a short race. One shortcut can cost you the race. Stay legal and stay patient. Immigration is freedom. Own your future.